Hello everyone, Clint here. Hope everybody is doing well today. Today I want to talk about my Galaxy Watch 4 and a specific feature that only the Galaxy Watch 4 has that I know of on a watch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it is the BIA sensor. Of course, the BIA sensor stands for the Bioelectrical Impedance Analysis sensor that's built into the watch. If you don't know exactly what that is, if you've ever seen like a smart scale that you have to stand on with your bare feet, what it basically does, it sends microcurrents throughout your body, and then what it does is it tries to accurately measure your muscle, your fat, and your water inside your body, and then gives you some information, body fat percentage and water percentage and that kind of stuff here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty much just built into a little widget right here. And you can just kind of tap it there and kind of cruise through it, and then do a measurement. The measurement is extremely quick. It goes by really fast, super easy to do. One of the things I wanted to check out specifically on this particular review was the accuracy. There's been some talk, maybe it's not that accurate, but I don't think BIA per se is super accurate. It just gives you kind of a good, close, general idea of body fat analysis. There's other types of analysis that are probably more accurate, but for a home user, I think this BIA works really well. So I wanted to compare this to a smart scale with the watch. And so what I did was I took a series of measurements. What I try to do is take these measurements at real close to the exact same time every day, which is basically right when I woke up and after I went to the bathroom, and then I was ready to go, and I used a scale, and then I used a Wise smart scale. I don't know the accuracy of the Wise smart scale. I just happen to have one, and it works reasonably well, I think, from everything I read. And then I would get on that scale, and I would get my weight, and then the body fat percentage the scale would give me, and then I would instantly move on to the watch itself. So then I would take the measurement of the watch itself. And so I did this over and over. And what I try to do, take one like every couple days, not every day. So, I had a couple days in between, maybe 3 days in between. And I also took some measurements, one with my Galaxy Watch Classic, or Watch 4 Classic, and then my this one here, the regular Galaxy Watch 4. And so I took some measurements on both, and then I just kind of crunched the data a little bit. And we're going to go over the data here real quick, and it wasn't too bad at all. I just wanted to real quickly go through the process. Just go to your widget here, and then you click measure, and it's really important you have your current weight, because all the math is done off your current weight. So weigh yourself first. If you have just a regular normal scale, then get on that and get your weight accurate. You want it as accurate as possible, because then that's how it figures out the math. So then you just hit confirm there, and then you're going to place your 2 fingers right there, and then it's just going to go through its whole process here. And as you can see, it goes through pretty darn quick. It just was not difficult to do in the morning. I had no problem doing it. Actually, because I'm talking and touching all at the same time, it's not liking that very much. But I did not have one failure in the entire testing that I did. It did the test perfect the first time. I didn't have to redo it because I wasn't sitting there moving around. It hits to 100%, and there you go. And then you just get your particular information there, and the information that provides in in Samsung Health is pretty cool. One of these, real quickly. This is just the latest measurement, and it gives you a weight, what you put your weight for in, and then your skeletal muscle, and then gives you your body fat percentage, and then it gives you your fat mass poundage, your BMI. My BMI is always high because I have a pretty athletic, muscly build, I guess you would say. So my BMI is always above what it's supposed to be. And then body water, and then it gives you your BMR, which is your resting calorie burn, how much calories you burn just at rest in a day. So really good information. It's really cool. What I did here is in this particular spreadsheet is I put the date I did the test, and as you can see, I try to go every couple days on that. And then I gave the Galaxy Watch 4 result and then the Y scale result. And this is only body fat. It's the only thing I actually did any math on for you. And then the second group is the Galaxy Watch 4. The first group is the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, sorry. So, and then what I did over here is I did a percentage difference between the two scales, whether that was a positive or a negative from the watch. And as you can tell here, 1.87% difference, 3.5% difference, and then you have a couple of outliers here where it's almost 10% difference, almost 8% different here. Those are outliers, but you can still see it's reasonably close, 21.8, 21.4, 21.8, 22.6. And then we keep going down here, and then when it goes back down to a nice 1.35%, 1.37%, 4%, you get the idea here. It becomes pretty close and then really off every once in a while. But, it's hard to tell exactly what causes that, but it's not too bad. And so what the general total is, the average is, it is 3.28%. Less than the Y scale. So, it's a couple, 3 percentage points on average lower on the body fat scale than the Ys. So, and just for reference, just an FYI, I usually use skin-fold testing, and my body fat is actually around 14%. 13-14%. So these are off completely from what they're actually supposed to be. But again, that's my body type, I think, throws it off. A Fitbit Aria scale is the only one that I've ever been able to use that gets close, because it does have a fitness level in there that you can adjust for the extra muscle mass. Who knows? And so then what I did after that is I checked just the standard deviation of each of these. So the standard deviation was 0.4 on the Y scale and a 0.88, almost a 0.9 on the Galaxy Watch. So the Y scale was probably twice as close together, or twice as, what's the word I'm looking for, consistent. These numbers here, like I said, I did it over a period of time. However, it's not a huge different time. It's not like I had massive amounts of body fat change. So, but still reasonably close. If they're both in the 20s, which low 20s, 20 to low 20s. So I think that's reasonably close to what it's supposed to, what it's supposed to be, or what the industry is saying, based off this Y scale. So I think it could be useful, and I think you can rely on it per se. You're basically any kind of BIA anyways, you're just trying to track any kind of changes to it itself, and not specifically trying to nail down your exact body fat, because it's just another tool in the toolbox of fitness, and I think the Galaxy Watch 4 does a fantastic job on it, and I really like it. But again, as long as you still have to have a scale. So if it's worth just buying a regular scale, that Y scale I just showed you is cheap. I think it's like $25 or something like that, so it's pretty inexpensive, but works good. I think you can use it. If you're using it, let me know down below, and if you think it's accurate, if it's just totally throwing you off, if it's just giving you completely wonky results, I really like to know. But that's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you staying to the end, and hopefully I will see you on the next one.